quite busy.
What if the Traveler is also unavailable?
Well, that's your problem. Oh, but fortunately for you, it appears...
Ah, Traveler.
Well, it's not like...
Compared to the Traveler, you're the one who has too much free time.
No, I'm very busy.
Even if it's a commission you're unwilling to take. Yes, that's why I've asked you. A key member of the Tenryou Commission has recently gone... The Tenryou Commission has entrusted us to find... Their name is...
Kujosara. That's right.
If the General was really missing, the Tenryou Commission... Please ignore Sango's nonsense, Traveler. He works as a special detective at the police station. Although his rank is merely a doshin,
Do they think he's
we get that you don't want to help Sango. Sorry, Traveler. Even though, as you can see, Sango's less than...
Nope. If you really want to know why, it's because I absolutely... The only news that could make me happier than Shikanoin has gone missing would be
Needless to say, Sango and Heizou have... well, according to Sango, Heizou was an
like a yappy dog that was constantly in the way.
Even though Heizou has a unique so I can't just ignore this case, even if Sango doesn't approve. At the very least... Huh? No, it's not like that. Listen, I'm really hoping you can take... If Heizou truly is in danger, I know he'll be safer with you, but... Actually, we get along great. But Sango has always asked me to... So, when people ask, I usually just say I've met Shikanoin... well, let's not get into that. Well, that's about all I have to tell you. Oh!
Oh, it's you! The captain of Swordfish 2? So his name is Shikanoin Heizou, huh? Yes, I'm familiar with it. Her Excellency had assigned me to keep a close eye on him at the time, fearing that he would do something Come to think of it, I believe he was recently spotted in the area
Come on, you guys. I'm nothing but a poor tourist with empty pockets. Please, you can just let me go. Well, look who it is. I was wondering who could be valiant enough to wipe the floor with these guys so easily. Really, I can't thank you enough. Of course I was aware of you long before, though the Sakoku decree managed to keep the country locked up. Every day, all of those little stories would come scurrying over to my desk. Like, I was actually thinking about going to meet you once I got so excited. The name's Shikanoin Heizou, Special Detective. I wish you all the best on your journey through Teyvat, by the way. I've always heard that you take commission, so now it's my turn to take... That was already obvious to me, because that would be the stuff of an epic... The Traveler from afar, Unfortunately, though, I don't believe I'm a detective. Let me ask you this. What's that...
What? And hey! Who are you calling a little sidekick? Paimon was worried she... Why are you two staring at Paimon?
Yeah, I'm also just...
She can look...
Oh, come on. Don't be like that.
Huh?
A vision is an external magical focus, right? Well, I've heard that the Traveler isn't very talkative, but given how chatty you are...
That sounds awful! Paimon's not somebody's voice! We came here to rescue you, but you actually opened the cage yourself. You only come out with it, mister. What?
Sheesh. For someone who said... Well, let me think for a moment. Kujo Takayuki, who was head of the Tenryou... But I had already grown tired of the guy for a while. As for the But guess what? The first night I arrived, the dream contained only one message. Something vital is missing on this island. Isn't that bizarre? Something vital has gone missing on this island.
Paimon bet, because the soil of Watatsumi...
Oh. Food. See, no, I thought after that, Interestingly, I didn't have the same dream again after I left this place. Some people believe that dreams represent... However, if you ask me, it was my intuition telling me that there was... So I decided to accept this little commission from my intuition, and unfortunately, the investigation has had little... Who knows? I felt there was something peculiar about them, so Nah, don't worry about it. These guys were just a bunch of small fries. Besides, your arrival is So how would you like to partner up on this one? We can work together to solve... Yes, of course, I understand. But let me ask, what... Well, then it's probably nothing major. Most likely they're short on staff or something petty. So since we're already here, why don't we just solve this? Once everything is settled, I'll gladly accompany you back to the police. What a sterling example of dedication. In that case, I'll accompany you back to the police station first.
Oh, look who showed up. Listen, if you took any longer to come...
You say that every time I come back, Uesugi.
Come on, would I ever lie to you? Madam Kujo-Sara is here, and she's...
What's that,
Doshin Shikanoin. I see you finally returned. Please...
Okay. I was...
Don't give me that. I checked the records here. You didn't...
Actually, it's a case of personal relevance to me.
Try...
We're the ones who brought Heizou back.
Brought him back?
Well, Madam Kujo-Sara, because we couldn't locate Doshin Shikanoin. Shortly after, Ryuuji returned to tell us,
It used to be that the Tenryou Commission assisted others with disappearances, but it seems the...
I mean, is it really so unusual for officers and citizens?
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was definitely an investigation.
Oh? Is that so? Well, but since you're here, I'd like you to be Shikanoin's temporary supervisor. I'll be sure that the police station prepares the...
Oh, yes, Traveler.
Heizou seems to be happy with the idea.
You should thank the Traveler this time, Doshin Shikanoin. Here, take this letter of complaint. It's written against you.
Huh? Someone? That can't be right.
You must not be doing your job.
No, it really doesn't add up. You two don't get it. Although Madam Kujo-Sara just made some harsh remarks, several leaders have risen through the ranks as a result of his achievements. He's
Then he must have gotten...
Well, let me... Oh, and since you agreed to be my would you mind helping me check what cases I need to deal with? Of course. But first, I have to confirm what's going...
Heizou tax fraud.
So, have you gone through the case? That case should be easy enough. Just leave it to... I was hoping I wouldn't have to drag you into this, but it's just occurred to me that with your help, I might...
Alright then, tell us about...
It's from Sango, the president of Bantan Sango Detective Agency. I assume you've met her before? You can say that. Sango's complaint letter accuses me of abusing my power for...
Concealing the truth?
Hey, don't judge a book by its cover, alright?
Welcome back, Mr. Heizou. I'm glad you're...
Maybe next time, Ryuuji. Seems like somebody's been expecting me.
Well, well, look who it is. The great detective. I've been worried about you, you know. So much so...
Let's not waste the traveler's time.
Fine by me. My request is simple.
First of all, that case has already been...
Enough! You can only fool Ryuuji with that. If you don't want to cooperate, I can assure you that I will write more letters to the headquarters of the Tenryo.
Wait! Hold on!
Several years ago, a terrible murder took place in the police station. Due to various factors, I was... Also, Heizou wasn't a part of the police station back then.
Huh? That's...
After the incident, I was quickly convicted and sent to prison.
But that murderer was actually just a dummy to throw us off, am I?
Sango thought that everything went smoothly. So much so, later on, he decided to join...
Ha! That's what I thought too, but I was wrong about him. He has no sense...
Come on, stop exaggerating. First, I joined the police station long after that murder case happened, and it had nothing to do with any inside Second, purely out of curiosity, I did investigate the case later. And lastly, when Sango didn't buy my conclusion and asked me to disclose all related case files from the police...
He's like...
That's it! I want this to end once and for all. Since the Traveler's... If she's willing to help re-examine the case and arrive...
Whoa.
Unless you don't trust the Traveler. Come on.
It's not about whether the Traveler's trustworthy. I'm just one...
The thought never...
You have to swear that you will not mislead the Traveler by any means.
No problem.
Well, Traveler?
Sango! Really?
Money is valuable, no doubt. But pursuing the truth is the reason I started this agency. The Ryuuji case is the only case I failed to... All right. I'm counting on you, Traveler. You hear that, Detective Shikanoin?
All right, I got it. No need to... Come on, let's go back to... All right, hang out here for a sec. For now, why don't you go and chat with Yuriki Owada? No, you misunderstand. You're the only one I can think of who Sango would ever believe. She trusts in both your qualities. Sure, she's just writing complaint letter. All right, I'll go get those case files.
Oh, hello there. The Ryuuji case. That was several years ago now, but especially when the victim was the head of this police station. His name was... He was really one of a kind. Decisive, brave, and smart. I'm sure he would have gone far in the Tenryou Commission, if only he was still alive. What a shame. Who would have guessed? People will believe anything they hear. Everyone in the police station knew that Ryuuji was an orphan, you know. Before he joined the station, Ryuuji was simple and not... He's also hard-working. Isamu must have seen these qualities in him and decided to... Ryuuji worked with him for years after that, and was even promoted to be his personal...
So, then why was Ryuuji convicted? Even Paimon...
Well, here comes the interesting part of the case. Within a week, and before all the loose ends had even been tied up, moreover, it was signed by Madame Kujo.
What? Why would Sara do something like that?
I'm getting older now, and my eyesight...
Hey, come on, Yoriki Owada, there's nothing to see. It's obvious that the Kujo...
You can't just go around saying things like that, Wisuki. Those were
That's not true. Traveler, you may be unaware that the Takatsukasa clan has always been assisting, and Takatsukasa Isamu was the key figure for the... So, naturally, the Kujo clan saw him as a potential... Takayuki is able to control the Takatsukasa clan as long as he's in power. But by the time... the two of them wouldn't stand a chance against...
You youngsters and your
No, it's true. It's the only way to explain it. Otherwise, why? They had to find a scapegoat to pacify the Takatsukasa clan, so I'm not accusing Madame Kujo-Sara.
What do you know? I'm sure Madame Kujo-Sara, the guy was a forensic expert who worked in the station named Shiroi. That Sango really is something, though. She caught him without even... Later on, the poison was also found in the forensic office, but that was already after she...
That's right. He hung himself in the forensic office not long after Sango was on his... Of course, he didn't admit whether he had been prompted by Kujo Takayuki.
There you go again.
Listen, I can almost guarantee that it was the Takatsukasa clan. So, they were suspicious of the Kujo clan, and with Shirayama dead, there was no one left to testify, even...
You make up stuff faster than a politician. It's...
Hey, that's their loss.
Hey, I brought the... I bet you got quite an earful just now, huh? So what really matters is the case files. Remember, you may find many clues during an Also, if a clue cannot... Okay, that's...
Hold on!
Usually, you need to find 2 things from these clues. Alright, you can go ahead and get started. So, sure. Let me know once you've made some...
Yikes! Come to think of it...
So, what did you... Sure.
key to proving that Shiroyama was... Isamu seems like a thoughtful... Wow, Ryuuji's conviction really... Huh, so Shiroyama's... Weird.
So, what... Really? You found the criminal's... What clue reveals the... Although Shiroyama's testament contains the confession of his motive... Just Shiroyama's testament? We need evidence to prove... Excellent work! According to the victim, it is true that Isamu used...
But wasn't Takatsu... But...
Is that what you think, Paimon? But if you consider the circumstance, Isamu was essentially You don't really catch... Basically, these two clues work to verify... Next, which clue can... So, what... Bingo! The autopsy report confirms that the cause of death was a special... But is that really the truth? Well, according to the toxicology report, this... Putting the poison elsewhere would...
Add that to the motive for the crime.
Yep, pretty clear cut, wouldn't you say? Look, I really...
Yeah, it's pretty clear cut. Huh.
Oh? Well, what's bugging you? This also puzzles me. Maybe someone doesn't want to speak, but regardless, this isn't essential to the case. The crucial elements are Shiroyama. Maybe the report was wrong. Very nice. Top marks for attention. So, why would Madame Kujo-Sara sign one conviction since you may have heard some rumors back at the station that when this case first came up, in less than a week, the conviction was drafted, sent to Madame Kujo-Sara and signed. But anyone who buys this story clearly doesn't know that much about Madame Kujo-Sara. She's the most principled person in the entire... So, how would she respond to a case filled...
Oh!
Exactly. Before she signed it, she changed Ryuuji's conviction. Ryuuji escaped a disastrous fate without ever realizing it. Had Madame Kujo-Sara not changed his sentence...
Why was Sara so lenient with Ryuuji?
That's the wrong question. This wasn't about Ryuuji, but Madame Kujo-Sara's... Given the enormous pressure she was under...
Pressure?
The pressure came from all sides. The deceased was the leader of the police. How this became reduced to the unimaginative rumor.
Ugh. Rumors he...
Fortunately, Madame Kujo-Sara works in an open and transparent manner, and pays no heed to rumor. Just because she has never publicly clarified the truth doesn't mean... Well, I've answered all your lingering questions.
Paimon still feels like something doesn't add up.
I don't follow. Enlighten me.
Huh, right!
You tell me. Why... I was starting to think our investigation was about to end a little early. That would have been a real shit. You're absolute... Why was the research log from the office... Don't you have secrets?
No.
Let's talk somewhere else. This... This is a quiet spot. Let's talk here. All right. Here's the secret I've been keeping all of...
Great!
It's not like you think. Look, just read it over. Finished? The method used by the perpetrator to commit... Oh, wait, what? Where'd you conjure... That's correct. The white powder was... As a forensic doctor, he provided a special Then, he tricked Ryuuji into... This is the real...
Oh, that's awful! One was medicine...
True, both are harmless on their own, but when combined, it was not him who wanted to hide it, but the person pulling the strings behind it.
Huh. You mean...
Aren't you curious where I found these pages? It was in Kujo Takayuki. After I found the missing pages, I did some... The Kujo clan secretly provided Shiroyama with... Of course, I had only learned all of this after the Vision Hunt decree came to an end. To avoid coming under suspicion, Madame Kujo-Sara put... I found a huge stash of fish liver paste in a secret warehouse. Nothing hugely incriminating. I had to concede that... But then, underneath the floor tiles were the fish liver paste...
So it was him who wanted to frame Ryuuji all along!
Let's review the whole case from the... First, Takatsukasa Isamu, for whatever reason, noticed Shiroyama's talent as a forensic doctor. And Takatsukasa Isamu wasn't about to take no for an answer, and that's where things took a dark turn. He twisted... When Takayuki learned what was happening, he instructed Shiroyama to pretend to cooperate with Takatsukasa Isamu, then kill the latter with the white powder. Meanwhile, Ryuji's only role in this case was to deliver the fish liver paste. After the incident, Kujo Takayuki hoped to make Ryuji the fall guy. In the meantime, Sango had begun her own investigation. Kujo Takayuki grew nervous at the truth, and yet, he wanted to keep this secret formula, so he hid it. Greedy guy that...
This Kujo Takayuki is an evil lunatic!
That would be practically impossible. One research log found in his warehouse doesn't prove anything. Besides, Ryuuji directly contributed to Takatsukasa Isamu.
But he still...
Legally speaking, the judge would most likely rule that it was...
So basically, you've been...
Mental trauma doesn't heal as easily as physical wounds. He's like an innocent child. He freely gives his trust and his love to everyone that treats him well. I'm pretty sure that to this day, he has never paused to wonder whether Takatsukasa Isamu was actually... or why I left the detective agency. If he found out the facts about Takatsukasa Isamu, I'm afraid it would crush him. To prevent Ryuuji from getting hurt, I covered up the truth. But did I do the right thing? Even if I tried to discuss it with them, they'd just say, don't be... But you're different. You've traveled far and wide, and most importantly, my intuition tells me... So, I'd like you to be the one to decide. Oh, you don't need to tell me what you decide, and you... All right, let's head back to...
Hey, Traveler! Hey, You're back already, huh?
We'd love to!
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if Sango's not happy with the result...
Come on, Ryuuji, pipe down. Let's hear the
Okay.
Don't worry. Just tell us your findings. Everyone trusts.
Well, what do you know? I suspected that was the case.
No! Impossible! Traveler, are you sure you checked every last file? Carefully? Ugh! No, you little... Shikanoin...
Sango, no accusations without evidence.
The truth is out and the case is closed, Sango. Well, I really owe it to you, Traveler.
Hey! You're not going...
Hey, Traveler! You're back already, huh?
We'd love to!
No matter what you were able to find, it's all in the past and won't ever change. So I think we'd better chow down first. Besides, if Sango's not...
Come on, Ryuuji, pipe down. Let's hear the Traveler's
Don't worry. Just tell us your finding.
But how? How could this be?
Huh.
Ryuuji, I know it's hard to
Wait a minute. Sorry, I have quite the stomachache. Sango...
Sure, of course.
Oh.
I didn't expect things to turn out.
Just give him some time to himself.
I'm still a little worried, though. What if he...
Then we'll go to him. Don't you worry about that, Sango.
Ah, you're here. I guess he can handle a lot more than I had thought. But as of today, it seems he'll be fine. He went over to Natsuke Nogen Craft.
Let's go find him then.
Before you go, Heizou...
Oh, really? All right.
Look! There's Ryuuji! With a little kid, too! Uncle Ryuuji, was my daddy handsome?
Of course. Takatsukasa Isamu was a very handsome...
But you look so old.
Well, I'm still your brother.
Huh?
Because he treated me like a son.
Huh?
We're friends with your big brother Ryuuji.
Oh, really? Yay!
Sure. Why, I know enough
Wow, that's amazing! Well, I don't want to... Yep, I'm gonna wait until I'm 300 years old before I become a grown...
Welcome to Natsuke Nogen Craft.
I do worry about the well-being of my red... bring light to this world.
So, have you gone through the... Oh, have they approved it already? Huh. The Tenryou commit...
So, what is Heizou?
It's an anti-fraud public awareness event. Basically...
Ooh, so it's a play?
Well, see, you have to understand that scamming the poor of their money is essentially...
That makes...
It's hard to say. Preventing crimes is maybe only a small number of people who attend the event, and even then, of the handful of it. But if even only one person is...
Alright, count us...
Great! I already have a couple candidates.
Are you planning to recruit Miko for your play? She'd be really good at acting.
Well, I guess you'll have to wait and see.
Heizou, what are you doing here, you little brat? Don't play your little games with me.
You still know me best, cuz.
Please wait here.
So we're not here...
I'm flattered, but even if I want...
Get the Traveler to ask her next...
Well, hello, Detective Heizou. It's been so long since you...
Hey, community service isn't all bad, is it?
That's right. I was careless.
For the record, I'm not the one who...
Oh, come now, Detective Heizou. How would those Doshin have nabbed me if you hadn't provided evidence of my involvement?
So,
I'm here doing community service, of course. After all, but in the end, they So...
I helped you get community service because you were credited with assist...
Oh, come on, Detective Heizou.
Don't give me that. Listen.
Only 5 days.
5 days not enough?
Hey! That's a day less.
Oh, my...
All right, I'll go. And may I ask... Well, no wonder you're treating me so...
Heizou, now's not the time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, now you do. Just be sure... All right, on to our next... Mr. Iba.
Oh, well, if it isn't Heizou.
Well, it's good.
All right. Out. You can forget it.
Are you sure? If you participate, she...
Huh? How did you know? Sure, I paid a hefty fine at... You're Heizou's colleague, aren't you?
Well, it just so happens that Mr. Iba was...
Don't bring it up again. If I hadn't been misled by that foreign merchant, fortunately, young Heizou here has some
Well, if Heizou was so...
Anyway, I can't help...
Man alive. What should I do now? I'm sure it'd be...
You
Come on now.
Why, you...
So you'll join us?
What choice do I have? All right.
Well then. We don't want someone too clever
Not...
Oh yeah, I know that guy.
Well, we did just see a file...
All right then. Oh, but knowing it...
How about that, kiddo? My little... Guess that means you're Onika.
Ito! What?
Huh? Oh, Paimon! My compadre! What? No, it's not... No, it's nothing.
You win?
That's right, my little guy. Good attitude.
There's just no helping this guy.
Oh, an anti-fraud event? Huh? Oh, except that there's this Onikabuto Battle Royale and, as you can see, my Prince of Mist...
Do you think all of those Onikabuto together would be a match for my one?
Huh? Well, what is this? How'd it get so big? What are you feeding this thing?
This is a small token we provide for VIPs.
Whoa, okay. Wait a sec. You look familiar. And furthermore, do Onikabuto really come in this sign? Because the more I think about it, the more I'm inclined to think that, yeah, you lost to me in a previous beetle battle, and now you're trying to get the reigning champ. Am I right or am I right? Nice try, a little.
Okay, okay. Then again, consider this. If your principal...
Well, huh.
So, are you...
Yeah, see? He was already wondering if you were trying to...
Then allow me to introduce myself.
Huh? Oh, listen, Heizou, hombre. Did you apologize?
Ito!
What? Oh, jeez. What's wrong with me? You're the guy who sells lavender melon.
A lavender melon seller?
I know what I saw, okay? Several times now I've been sitting there
Yeah, that was me. But it was only because your assistant, Kuki...
What? So, Shinobu was behind it? Wait.
Look, we're getting hung up on all... And if you show up,
Deal! Done! But, could I get another look at that picture?
You'll have all the time in the world to inspect...
Okay, sure. I can wait. Because if I'm doing this, I'm bringing my A game.
He sure picked...
Okay, so for this event, the main thing we ask is that you just relax.
Script? It sounds like someone's never seen the Arataki gang perform before, huh? Don't you worry, hombre. The Arataki gang is a little beyond the need.
You, don't?
You bet. I'll...
Created another universe.
It's almost time. Everyone ready?
Oh, I can't wait.
Let's get going, Heizou.
Emperor Onikabuto, hang it.
It takes years to make a fortune. Okay, I'm delighted to have you up. To help everyone avoid becoming the victim of scam, please join me, Miss Etsu, Mr. Iba, and the Venerable... Without further ado... It was just another bright sunny day when a distressed Miss Etsu...
Doshin Arataki, please help us!
Doshin Arataki?
Perhaps for want of familiarity with...
Yes, you are Doshin Arataki.
Oh, so I'm in the... Ma'am, can you tell who it was that...
I don't know. It was too late when I found out. They took all of...
Doshin Arataki frowns as he realizes...
I am the Raiden Shogun. I am currently being held hostage by the Crux fleet.
It's the almighty Shogun!
But this is a scam, surely. I mean, 200,000 mora?
Well, I sure thought so, but Grandpa's already parked.
Well, then we gotta get it back. It is...
Before I could go out to look for it.
Doshin Arataki takes...
I am Miss Hina. I am currently raising funds to publish a photo book. I urgently need
It's Miss Hina.
You're right, Gramps. Is 300,000 mora enough? I can spare some too if we need to make up the difference. Maybe I can get...
It's a scam, Doshin Arataki! Snap out of it!
Oh, right, yeah, no, yeah, because if Miss Hina needed funds, she'd come to me. He's gone.
Well, anyway, not long after Grandpa handed over the...
Doshin Arataki grabs the...
I am Arataki Ito. I was recently framed for a crime I totally did not commit, and now I'm stuck here in prison.
Must be a scammer, surely.
Wait a minute. This is a scam. I'm Arataki Ito.
You are?
But you're...
Doshin Arataki follows Miss Etsu's gaze to the name tag emblazoned on his
What kind of whack job script is this? Am I me?
So, the bail...
Nope, no way, not a chance. Arataki Ito would never ask innocent people for Mora in order to post bail.
But just as Doshin Arataki is being overcome with righteous and...
Miss Etsu, don't you worry.
Even if you do catch them...
Onikabuto? Wait, what?
Oh, well... Grandpa is a major Onikabuto breeder in our village. We recently received an order that was too big for our current capacity. We were planning to expand Grandpa's facilities, but then we were swindled out of all of... right after we'd...
Man, what's that saying? It's the...
Etsu, my dear, don't worry.
But then where... Please help us, Doshin. Our Grandpa's business is going...
I won't hear of it. As a public servant, I would
I was going to say...
Oh, so that's what you were... yeah. No, it's not as enticing enough. Because if it's more than, say...
10,000.
What? 10,000? Well, that's...
Please help us. As long as we get through...
10,000 Onikabuto. Hey, if I looked after...
Doshin Arataki is struck by a sudden wave of pure elation.
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. I'm gonna help you. But 10,000 is too many. I can only accept... As a Doshin of the Tenryou Commission, it is my duty to serve.
That's great news, Master Arataki. What question?
The question is... Yo, Heizou, my hombre, question for you. What's my character's salary in the script? Oh, also any...
Faced with a damsel in distress, Doshin Art suddenly, he feels a strange compulsion to slide his hand into his pocket.
Whoa, check it out! A check for 500,000 Mora! Miss Etsu, get this. Turns out I just got paid.
Thank you so much!
Doshin Arataki stretches out his hand. But wait! All he needs to do now is release the check, and it will fall into Miss Etsu's...
Master Arataki!
Wait.
Doshin Arataki is having second thoughts. Has something caught his attention? Has it aroused his suspicion?
So, this is an...
Huh?
A spark of intuition bursts to...
Since this is an anti-fraud event...
Is he about to ask?
I gotta ask.
This is it.
Does a Doshin really get paid this much? 500,000 Mora. Enough to get an Electro Archon out from a hostage situation. I don't know, seems pretty fishy to me. Hey,
Heizou! Ito's cheating!
As this traveler, are you going to help this...
Follow my heart. All right, then. Two innocent victims, Miss Etsu and Mr. Iba, come to a Doshin for help. There's only one possible explanation. Who's got two With this fake check for 500,000 Mora, I almost swindled Etsu and Iba out of 10,000 Onikabuto. My mind is blown. Miss Etsu, I'm afraid I can't let myself give you this fake check.
What the...
Oh, jeez.
In the end, Doshin Arataki listened to the voice of his heart and narrowly avoided. But regrettably, he failed to ask the critical question. I ask you all, is there such a thing as... Thank you all for watching. Heizou, don't get greedy and you won't be needy. Stay alert.
Wait, my man, what did you mean when you said I avoided being...
Maybe someone should have read the script. Miss Etsu and Master...
What? Huh? Darn, I can't believe they got...
Well, you still managed to protect your money. In the end...
Yeah, but...
Guessing it wasn't your first time.
It was such a cheap trick, too.
The trick is a common one for a reason. But don't underestimate...
But how am I gonna protect my gang if even I get fooled by such...
Don't blame yourself, old chap. In fact...
You too, hombre? No way!
Oh, no, it's the truth.
Wait, why can't...
That's just it.
What? A fig...
Yeah, and it's all my fault. I was duped by the Onikabuto vendor's false advertising.
So you really were conned, dude! Gotta say, although I didn't get my Emperor Onikabuto, maybe I'm sharper than I'm giving myself credit for. Great minds think alike, so, hey, by the way, compadre, looks like you're the only one. But you better watch out. We got fooled, not because we were stupid. I want you to have this fig. I hope that whenever you see it, you'll remember how cunning those—
Yep, that's right.
I'm sure the good people of the Adventurers Guild... Absolutely fine, mein Fräulein.
I created another universe. And found it...
It's almost time. Everyone ready?
Oh, I can't
Let's get going, Heizou.
Emperor Onikabuto?
It takes years to make a fortune. Okay, to help everyone avoid please join me, Miss Etsy, Mr. Iba, and the Venerable. Without further ado, it was just another bright
Doshin Arataki!
Doshin?
Yes, you...
Oh, so Ma'am!
I don't know. It was too late when I found out. They took all of...
Doshin Arataki.
I am the...
It's the almighty Shogun!
But...
Well, I sure...
Well, then we gotta...
Before I could go out to look for...
Doshin Arataki.
I am
It's Miss Hina.
You're right, Gramps. Is 300,000 mora enough?
It's a scam, Doshin Arataki!
Oh, right, yeah.
Well, anyway...
Doshin Arataki.
I am...
Must be a
Wait a minute.
Doshin Arataki.
What kind of whack job script?
So...
Nope, no way, not a chance. Arataki Ito would never ask in his...
But just as Doshin...
Miss Etsu, don't you worry.
Even if you do
Onikabuto?
Oh, well, we recently received an order that was too big for our current capacity. We were planning to expand Grandpa's facilities, but then we were swindled out of all of our money.
Man, what's that saying?
Etsu, my...
But then where... Please help us! Grandpa's business is...
I won't hear of it!
I was going to...
Oh, so that's what you were... yeah. No, it's not as enticing. Because if it's more than...
10,000!
What? 10,000?
Please help us!
10,000 Onikabuto?
Doshin Arataki.
Miss Etsu, don't you worry. I'm gonna have... But 10,000 is... as a Doshin of the...
That's great news, What?
The question is... Huh. Yo, Heizou, my hombre, question for...
Suddenly...
Whoa, check it out! A check... Miss Etsu, get...
Thank you so much!
Doshin Arataki. All he needs to do...
Master Arataki...
Wait...
Doshin Arataki is...
So...
Huh?
A spark of
Since this is an...
Is he about to...
I got...
This is it.
Does a Doshin really get paid this... 500,000 mora? I don't know.
Traveler.
Aha! Etsu and Iba! So that... You two are the scam artists. You put on this damsel in distress and elder... Then you dangled the bait in front of me. Wait, it's too good to be true. You got a lot...
Finally. Not only that, I ask you all right. Stay alert, everybody.
So, how's my acting? Right, but seriously.
Old trick. People who are behind. Scammers cast a wide net. Sure. Maybe 10,000.
Well, no more losing from now on. Not with me here to protect everyone.
Don't be too confident.
Music to... Whoa! Look at those sharp... Hey, bud.
It's a figurine. So
what? A fig...
Man alive, you seem a little surprised. Wait. No, surely not. Ito, old chap... Really?
You little punk! Give me my...
I created another universe and founded paradise.
Something vital is missing on this island. Isn't that bizarre?
Paimon bets it, you know, because the soil...
Oh. You mean the Great Serpent? Well, that's an interestingly, I didn't have... Some people believe... However, it was my intuition telling... So I decided to accept this little... Unfortunately, the investigation... Who knows? I felt... Nah, don't worry about it. So how would you like to partner up on this one? Yes, of course, I understand. Well, so since we're already here, once everything is set... So, let's get started.
During my impromptu absence.
I'm sure the good people of the adventurers...
Ooh, what's the shiny thing? Oh, it's a Sango pearl! Hey, isn't this crystal mirror?
So, have you found anything? Yes, I've found...
Aren't these all super expensive? Oh, these... Huh? What do you mean?
No, that's unlikely. Crystal marrow is a rare Here's what I think. Due to Watatsu... So, it's absolutely vital that they keep them under lock and key. If we go ask around the Sangonomiya Shrine... Perfect.
Well, that...
Captain, I see you found... You can stay as long as you like, granted you don't cause any trouble. That incidents of stolen goods. Not that I'm a... Troops have also been deployed.
That's strange.
Huh?
Yep, and it's all Sango pearls and...
Could there have really been a theft that hasn't been reported? He's responsible for the caravan.
Great. Thank you for all the...
Hey, Traveler! It's been a... you're dismissed, Shibata.
Yes, General Go...
I overheard you discussing a case...
That's right! We found a...
I see. So you've come to ask if we... I'm ashamed to say that we had already dispatched additional forces to...
And you're concerned that if this kind of news were to get out...
That's correct.
Oh, so...
Actually, I've only heard of...
It's a pleasure to meet you, General...
Yes, it's a
don't mention. But, if the source of the problem...
Yes, of course. The reports in... It all seems pretty unusual. We suspect that there are bigger players, but unfortunately, it would be difficult for us to investigate further.
Given that Rito...
I can see you catch on quickly, Detective Heizou.
It's my guess that you're telling us that...
You're always... The recent end of the war, so... Will you...
I'm willing to assist, but it all depends on what she wishes.
Great! With both Detective Heizou and the Traveler on the case, the situation is now...
All right, we'll take care of it. Very perceptive. Let me ask you.
Huh?
My intuition tells me that
What? How could you say that?
Good people can be deceptive, too. Well, in my opinion, Sangonomiya's soldiers have been keeping an eye on me for the entire time I've been... But today he came out and met with us, and he...
Maybe that's because the Traveler is...
Really? Huh. Then that makes a more plausible explanation is that the items we discovered are linked with some... Then he put up a smokescreen to mislead us. I surmise...
Whoa! Are you
Actually, I sense something...
Something
Yes. Whatever...
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hold it!
It's not that simple. I can't fully explain it. It's just my... Sure, I trust your judge. It's simple. We should just investigate... Bingo. There's no time to lose.
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready for inspection.
Good, let's go.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Shh! Keep quiet! Man alive! We straight...
Todoroki, the shipment has arrived and is ready...
Good, let's go.
Hey, it's Todoroki!
Shh! Keep quiet!
Your intel was spot on. When we arrived, we captured them all, and the goods were retrieved and brought back.
I'll take a look.
It's nothing. Thanks to the efforts of your caravan, the price of...
That's right. And who would have thought that the injuries we sustained during the war would have such a lingering effect?
Things are improving, thanks to the help from those up top. Make sure that it's confirmed tonight. I have to leave tomorrow.
Don't worry. We've already prepared the list.
Huh? The soldiers from Sangonomiya seized the Nobushi stolen goods? But didn't Goro say all the glaze lilies? What are... This box is packed so tight. Huh? What are all these
The price.
Whoa! Chingshin?
Now's our chance to look around and see if we can find any leads. So, did you...
Whoa! Look at all the Chingshin!
These are valuable raw ingredients for producing medicine. If these few crates were to be imported... On top of that, these items seem to lack a tax clearance certificate, meaning that... How about you? Foreign Trade Association? Alright, in which...
Huh?
Oh no! We
Huh?
So it's you, Captain. You had me worried there. Captain, do you remember us?
Hey, come on now. The captain I gotta tell you, Captain, we all miss you. When we heard that you were coming here, we just assumed you were on... We're fine. You don't have...
No, you're not fine. Captain, according to the doctor...
You're one to talk. Don't forget, later I found out that he'd been shot in the buttock.
What do you mean for nothing? I got and because the arrows were poisonous, the wounds...
Look on the bright side.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. But enough about...
These goods were all seized from the hands of Nobu. He mentioned there were bandits here and there, so we went and took care of them while all...
By the way, Captain, you still haven't met Todoroki, have you? Her Excellency recently announced plans to stimulate the economy and created the
Yeah, he's proven to be quite capable. And his two sons were also our...
So, as injured veterans, what are they...
It's called change...
Ah, right. Changing careers. I can't even imagine trying...
I see. I think I understand.
And...
Ah, I see. The Captain's friend. Unfortunately, Masashi and I have...
I'm pretty sure I've already got a grasp on what's going on. Are you still a little confused? Let me help connect the dots. This whole thing was actually quite similar to a case I once worked on previously. It was a case involving the trade of prohibited items, and they employed an old trick to execute the deal. The culprit would first go strolling down the street until they knocked over a pedestrian on purpose.
Sir, please...
Sir? First I'm gonna need to ask you...
Sure.
The soldiers discovered many valuable...
Oh, the goods?
You picked them...
well...
Be honest now. Tell me...
Yes, sir. I mean, officer. You see, the ship's guards all took off running the moment they saw us. They abandoned, but next thing we know, a group of soldiers arrives and we're all apprehended.
You say that the merchant ship's guards fled without putting...
We just assumed they were scared witless and didn't have the guts to fight. I'm not... No, you gotta believe me. Just the other day, we scared off and I still remember seeing tons of Sango. Unfortunately, a bunch of pirates came later and snatched those goods. Yep, no doubt about it. They came, it was like, boom, boom!
Oh. Okay. And how about you? It appears that the situation is just as I suspected. Todoroki...
What?
Todoroki said that he'd be going to Sangonomiya early tomorrow morning. Now is the time to address it. Hopefully, my final question will be answered then as well. The question of what important... I can feel some connection to the question in Gora. Hopefully, we'll finally... Hello, Todoroki. I believe you've been manipulating large-scale illegal trades for some time.
You can't just go around spewing such...
And what if I'm not?
Ridiculous. I don't have...
I know I'm on the younger side compared to you. Off the scale, some goods only weigh a couple pounds, but so the question is, do you want to put your goods on the...
What are you trying to...
Well...
Masashi!
Huh?
Who dares to cause trouble at Sango? Captain?
These crooks are trying to pry into the secret.
But, no. This is the captain of Swordfish too, one of—
It doesn't matter who they are. Remember what General Goro told you? The long term, I don't care if they were your— Well? All right.
I really hoped it wouldn't come—
Wait! Everyone, stand!
General Goro!
My apologies. Todoroki? The Traveler here is the hero who saved Watatsumi.
How could you be so naive, General? If we let them go free, then who's to say the Shogunate won't come after us tomorrow? If the Shogunate decide—
I wouldn't allow them to take you, Todoroki.
Let's not kid ourselves. The question is, what are we going to do with the goods? Will you be able to keep them? Goro, we both know that Watatsumi Island is a barren land. You can't grow food or— My eldest son died fighting on the battlefield. But do you know how my second son died? You awarded both of them medals of— No. If we detain them today, the Shogunate— We will set them free.
I understand.
I can trust the forget it.
It's a new commodity tax bill currently being drafted by the Kanjo Commission. Once the bill's introduced, we'll be able to buy commodities that we—
Oh, I wish I had known sooner. In that case, how about, until the bill is introduced?
You mean you're willing?
Come on, you two. What's with this? You've been keeping me under close surveillance, haven't you? Surely you must have noticed that aside from— I believe that after the new commodity bill is passed, there will— I have to take the opportunity now.
Thank you,
My pleasure.
Oh, you mean—
I suppose you could say I'm from the Shogun. As far as I know, she is planning to visit other nations. I'm sure no one else—
Well, it's settled then.
I'll hold you to that. But
today, I realized my poor judgment.
But it's because of you that I was finally—
I understand.
Wait! Paimon gets this one!
What?
Hey, there you are. It's remarkable. To be honest, I am grateful, even if I happen to find out what was going on here. I'm just sorry that I promised I'd accompany you back. It appears that I won't be able to do so. It's all in the past now. Let's just chalk it up as an intriguing experience. Yes. Everyone you led me to and everything they— Watatsumi Island, but what the inhabitants of this land do have is bravery. They were courageous enough— that missing element, which is— I guess I was mistaken when I declared that something was missing. When water is heated by fire, this is the— even though we just met, I wish— But, of course, I know. So I'll just keep doing what I can. Hope that way,